How are you guys doing today? Thank you for clicking on the video. We're going to be showing you guys how to do the Terminus Boat Glitch after patch. Now, there's been two separate patches for this one. The first one patched the 2-boat glitch that you could use in order to get this whole hallway open. Now, they've patched it once again this morning so that you can no longer melee boats that have been destroyed on land. So you have to melee a boat before it blows up on land. So it makes it a little bit harder to do, but it's still possible. And we're going to show you how to do that today in this video. Stay tuned because later I'm going to be giving you guys some tips and things to avoid when doing this that I kind of ran into in a couple of my games. So all you need in order to start this is to turn on the 3 power generators so that the boats start spawning. And then you also need melee macchiato. That's the only perk you're going to need for this. So when you come down to the main power room, there's going to be a boat already spawned. So the first thing we're going to do is blow this one up completely. You're going to destroy the first one no matter what every single time. Then you can call in your second boat. It should despawn the first boat that we just destroyed. Move this boat to the side. Then we're going to call in our second boat. You're probably going to have to wait for the cooldown, but you don't have to flip the rounds, and it probably is only going to take like a couple minutes. So once the cooldown's done, spawn in your second boat. We're going to get out of the second boat. Get back into your first boat. We're going to drive this boat up onto land. Now, once you get it up, go over to the second boat that's still in the water, and you're going to blow that one up. Now, this is important because you want the boat in the water to explode completely before you fully destroy the boat that's on land now. Now, before you were able to blow up the boat that was on land so that you could easily move it around, but they patched that, so now once it blows up while it's on land, it's not going to be able to be moved by melee macchiato. So, once you destroy that boat in the water, you're going to have to get this boat into place in one try. So this might take a couple different games. If you don't get it, you can either restart the game, or you can save and quit and come back into the game, and all the boats will despawn, and you just do the steps the exact same way. But it's going to be kind of a pain because you have to line it up so that the boat gets in the spot the first time before it blows up. Because once it blows up, you're not going to be able to move it anymore. When you're setting this up, it can be pretty annoying because the boat physics just make no sense when you're punching it. I would try and drive it up straight as possible so that it's sideways facing the ammo box when you start punching it. Because if you hit the boat from either the front or the back, it's just going to go straight. You're never going to really be able to get it on its side in the right direction. Now, this is going to take some time. You're probably going to have to do it a couple times to figure out how to punch it in order to move it the way you want. But you can kind of use the walls to get it in the position that you want as well. And sometimes, even if it blows up before you get it in the best spot, I would still check and see if it works. I had a game with my friend where it was on the other side of the ammo box, and it actually still worked out pretty well since we were in a 2-player game. But if I was on solo, this probably wouldn't have worked as well because amalgams and some zombies were leaking through. It was a lot more manageable with 2 players than it was with 1. So kind of play it by ear. If you get in your glitch and you just can't handle how many zombies there are, you might just have to restart and try again. And once you kind of hit the boat around a couple games in a row, you'll probably get the hang of it a little bit and have a little bit better placement of the boats as well. Now, there is one super annoying thing about doing this glitch that I have not figured out what the cause of it is yet, but I have a couple assumptions I want to share with you. When you're in this glitch, sometimes you're going to get zombies, I call them the poo slingers, that just decide to start throwing their flesh at you as if you are like in the water or somewhere where they can't reach you in the game. That's what they normally do, is they start grabbing from their flesh and throwing it at you. But these poo slingers will sometimes just randomly hit you. And if you're on a high round, this will literally instant down you. Like, there's nothing you can do. There's literally nothing you can do. Like 50 zombies just slinging turds your way. I have some footage of this happening to me a couple different times, and I have some theories as to why this happened. The first one I'm going to throw on screen for you guys is when setting up the boat, you kind of need to have it angled across like this, because if you have the nose of this boat going straight into the fence, for some reason, they just don't like it. There's got to be a little bit of a hole between the nose of the boat and the stairs for them to think they can get in. As long as that's not completely closed off, you should be okay. Otherwise, they're gonna just sling poop at you. This isn't the only thing that causes the poo slingers, bro. I swear to God. I had another time where I threw a concussion grenade at like a horde of them in front of me, and then they just instantly started slinging poop at me. So do not use tacticals. That might also be a trigger for this. Another like theory I have is that if you jump in the water at any time, like mid-round, it can sometimes bug the zombies into thinking that you're just like in the water full time. So I'd maybe just try and stay out of the water while you're doing this whole thing. Another thing I noticed is when I was trying to grind headshots for the GS45, which sucks, by the way. I wasn't killing the zombies fast enough once it kind of got into the higher rounds, and they just started throwing flesh at me, I think because I wasn't killing them fast enough. So caution yourself while using weapons that aren't very fast at clearing zombies. So maybe switch it up using guns that don't do very much damage, and then having another gun that kind of just can quickly clean up if a horde gets too big in front of you. And if they end up throwing flesh at you, make sure to just get out of the spot, maybe run around for a round, and sometimes you can kind of jump back in and you should be fine for the rest of your game. This is just easily the most annoying thing that can happen to you while you're doing this glitch, and you know, it's fair. It's a glitch. Like, it's not supposed to be in the game. But if you guys have any experience doing this and kind of know how to negate this from happening, please leave it in the comments, because I am unsure of like what exactly can cause this. But from my experience with doing this since they patched it, like 80% of my games work the entire way through, and then every once in a while I'll get poo slung at me. So I would just caution going in the water during the strategy. I would also try and make it as diagonal to the stairs as possible to have like a little gap so that they can think they can get in. Try to have a weapon that can clear zombies out fast. And then I would just refrain from using any tacticals, because I believe that is also something that can cause this. Once again, if you know anything else that can trigger this, please leave a comment and help each other out in the comment section. Overall, this is definitely not as effective as it used to be before they patched it twice. Now that you can't hit the boats when they're, you know, destroyed. It's gonna take a while for you to figure out how to get the boat in the right place before it blows up. It probably isn't the fastest way to get XP and headshots anymore, since it might take you a couple tries to get it right. So give it a couple tries. If you can't figure it out, then maybe just play the game for real. I don't know. It can be pretty annoying at times. I've always been one that's kind of interested in glitches. I got my start on Die Rise doing the trample steam, so those have always been interesting to me. Some people call it cheating. You know, if you do, I respect it. I understand, but I'm gonna go ahead and have fun with some glitches while they work, because they are gonna get patched, and I kind of hope they do. So for the longevity of the game. But while it works now, go ahead and use it. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video and found it at all insightful, and comment down below if you've had any other problems or fixes with the after patch glitch, so we can all help each other out in the comment section. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video very soon. Peace out, fellas.